ABC matrices are given, then find the value of trace of A plus trace of A into BC by 2, trace of A into BC square by 4, something plus and so on up to infinity. Okay, first we see that in each and every term means it is BC, there is BC square, there is BC whole cube, next will be BC whole to the power of 4, just like that. So therefore, first we shall find BC product, capital B equal to 3, 4, 2, 3. C, capital C, 3 minus 4 minus 2, 3. So that is equal to matrix of 2 by 2 product, 3 3s are 9 minus 8, 1, next 0, next 6 minus 6, 0, next minus 8 plus 9, 1. Therefore, BC product is equals to I. So therefore, BC I. So instead of BC we can substitute I. Next BC square. Therefore, BC square is equal to I square. I square is equal to I. And similarly, BC whole cubed is equal to I cubed. That is equal to, it is also I. And if capital X is any matrix, X into capital I is equal to capital X, same matrix. Next, trace of A means what? Trace of A. Trace of A. For example, if capital A is equal to matrix of ABCD, then trace of A is equal to the sum of PD elements, principal diagonal elements. It is A plus D. These are the basic points for this question. Okay. Now, the question is equal to trace of A plus trace of BC I, A into I, A by 2 means 1 by 2 into capital A plus trace of I square I, A into I, A by 4 means capital A by 4. So plus similarly trace of capital A by 8 plus and so on, just like that. Okay, and so on infinity. So that is equal to we have under basic formula, trace of something K into A is equal to K into trace of A. This is the formula. So therefore, this is trace of A plus it can be half into trace of A plus 1 by 4 means 1 by 2 square. 4 can be written as 2 square. Trace of A plus this can be 1 by 2 cubed into trace of A and so on up to infinity. So that is equal to trace A common factor into 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 square plus 1 by 2 cubed and so on. So that is equal to trace of A. Trace of A is what? Here at first here trace of A is equal to sum of PD elements 2 plus 1, that is equal to 3. So this is 3 into bracket begin. Actually this is first term, this is second term, third term and so on. Here clearly we see that T2 by T1 is equal to T3 by T2, just like that. So this is a geometric progression. In this geometric progression, first term small a is equal to 1. So small a is equal to 1. And common ratio means T2 by T1, that is equal to 1 by 2 by 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So therefore, this is infinite geometric progression. Means what? In GP, in geometric progression, S infinity formula A by 1 minus R. A means what? First term. R means what? Common ratio. So A by 1 minus R. A by 1 minus R. That is equal to 3 into 1 by 2. That is equal to 3 into 2 by 1. That is equal to 6. So the first option is right. Over. If capital A equal to A, B, C, D, whereas BC not equal to 0, satisfying the equation x square plus k equal to 0, then which option is right? Actually, the given equation is x square plus k equal to 0. X is the variable, k is the constant. Okay, therefore matrix equation, it's a matrix polynomial or equation. Matrix polynomial will be capital A square plus k into I, identity matrix, equal to 0 matrix. This is not 0, this is a null matrix, 0 matrix. Whoa. Okay, so that implies it can be written as A square equal to minus k into I. So that implies A square means applying that on both sides, A square is equal to determinant of minus k into I. So that implies determinant of A whole square equal to determinant of, actually k, A is equal to, it is 2 by 2 matrix. Then determinant of minus k into I means it is k square into determinant of I. How? Actually, if capital A n by n matrix, then determinant of something k into capital A means n by n is equal to k to the power of n into determinant of A. This is the formula. This is the degree of k, means n. N is what? It is the order of the matrix. Similarly, here order of the matrix is 2. Therefore, let it be, this total number is a scalar. Minus 1 whole square plus means minus k whole square means plus k square. Determinant of like that A means I. So therefore, determinant of A whole square is equal to k square into 1. So that implies determinant of A equal to plus or minus k. Plus or minus k means it may be second, third. Next, we are verifying this. Actually, already I said the polynomial equation. If A is equal to what I said, if A is equal to matrix of A B C D, then A square minus trace of A into capital A plus determinant of A into I equal to 0 matrix. I said this equation or shortcut, that is A square means A square minus trace of A means A plus D, sum of PD elements into capital A plus determinant means AD minus BC for this kind of matrix into capital I equal to 0 matrix. Okay, the given equation is means a matrix equation. Compare this matrix equation with this equation. So what is A coefficient? Minus A plus D, Now we are comparing this equation and this equation. So clearly A square quotient 1, okay. A quotient minus of A plus D is equal to, but there is no A, means what? Its quotient is 0. So it is 0. That implies A plus D equal to 0. Okay, we need not to compare with this last term. So therefore, option 1 is correct, option 2 is correct, option 3 is correct. Thus, fourth option is right all. Hence the problem. If capital A equal to, next question, if capital A equal to 3 by 3 matrix, then what is the product of 3 matrices? Okay, first let us recall one equation. If capital A is equal to matrix of A11, A12, A13, 3, this is 3 by 3 matrix. In this case, already I said 1 into A cubed minus trace of A into A square plus capital A 1 plus capital A 2 plus capital A 3 into capital A minus determinant of A into I equal to 0 matrix. This is very important and a very essential shortcut to save the time in the examination hall. Here that is A cubed minus trace of A means A11 plus A22. Already I said it is the sum of PD elements into A square plus capital A11 plus capital A22 plus capital A33 into capital A minus determinant of A into capital I equal to 0 matrix. Now our doubt is, sir, what is capital A11, what is capital A22, capital A33? Capital A11 means it is the cofactor of small a11. It is the cofactor of small a22. It will be the cofactor of small a33. This is the beautiful and best formula for 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, let us remember that formula. Now come to the question. Let us consider the product capital A minus I into capital A minus 2I into capital A minus 3I. So that is equal to, first I will multiply these two factors, A into A square, next minus A into minus 3A, minus 3AI, minus 2AI, total minus 5AI. Next plus 6I square means I. So that is equal to capital A minus I into A square minus 5A plus 6I. Okay, multiplication A into A cubed minus 5A square plus A into 6I plus 6I into A. Next I minus I into same to same. A square means minus common. A square minus 5A plus 6I. So that is equal to A cubed minus 5A square plus 6A minus A square minus to minus plus 5A minus 6I. So that is equal to A cubed. How many A squares are there? Minus 6 A square minus 6A square. Next 11A plus 11A. Next minus 6I. Okay, this product. So question is equal to A cubed minus 6A square plus 11A minus 6I. Okay, next you come to the formula. So according to this formula, for any square matrix, means for any 3 by 3 square matrix, we are writing like that: A cubed minus A11 plus A22 plus A33 means 1 plus 2 plus 3, 6 A square, 6 A square. Next plus bracket begin. What is A11? A11 means the cofactor of 1. The cofactor of 1. Rough work. What is A11? A11 equal to minus 1 whole to the power of, already I said capital Aij is the cofactor of small aij. It is defined as minus 1 whole to the power of I plus j into Mij. It is called cofactor of small a ij. So according to this formula, 1 plus 1 into capital M11, that is equal to plus M11 means what? Delete first row, first column. So 2 3 is 6 minus 0. 6 minus 0, 6. So that is equal to 6. Next, capital A22. Capital A22 means the cofactor of 2. the cofactor of 2 is equal to plus minus 1 whole to the power of 2 plus means 4 minus 1 whole to the power of 4 positive capital M 2 2 that is equal to plus capital M 2 2. Delete a second row, second column. Second row, this is the second row, this is the second row, second column. Second row, second column. So 3 minus 0, 3. This is the 3. Next, capital A 3 3 is equal to plus capital M 3 3. So that is equal to 3 3 means 2. So its value is 2. Now, so this equation is a cubed minus a1 plus a22 plus a33. 1 plus 2 plus 3. 1 plus 2 plus 3. 6 a square. Next, plus sum of 6 3 2 11. 11 capital A. Next, minus what is determinant of A? 6. 6I. That is equal to, it must be equal to 0 matrix. So let us compare these two equations. A cubed minus 6a square plus 11a minus 6i. So we got the same. So therefore its value is 0. That is equal to 0 matrix. Hence second option is right. It is not number 0. It is the 0 matrix. Hence the problem. This is the shortcut. Next question. If A not equal to B, satisfying two equations, then which option is right? It is the given problem. Here, first condition, A not at all equals to B. A not at all equals to B. So that implies what? A that implies A minus B not equal to 0. Hence, determinant of A minus B not at all equal to 0. Okay, let it be. This is the first equation. It will be the second equation. Now, we are doing equation 1 minus equation 2, just like that. So, it is LHS minus LHS. That is equal to RHS minus RHS. So, that implies here A square common. It can be A minus B, that is equal here. Right hand side D square common, B square into B minus A. So that implies A square into A minus B equal to minus B square into A minus B, because we are taking minus common. So it can also be written as A square into A minus B plus B square into A minus B, that is equal to 0 matrix. So that implies A minus B common, A minus B common. So A square plus B square into, it can be left. A square plus B square is left term, A minus B right term, that is equal to 0. It's equal to 0 matrix. So applying determinant on both sides, determinant of A square plus B square into A minus B, that is equal to determinant of 0. So that implies, actually determinant of A into B is equal to, we did know already, that A into that B. So that implies determinant of A square plus B square into determinant of A minus B equal to 0. So therefore, already determinant of A minus B not equal to 0, already we said. So therefore, determinant of A square plus B square must be equal to 0, must be equal to 0. Hence, fourth option is right. If something first determinant, second determinant, third determinant, and so on infinity, means what? It is sum of infinite determinants. In the determinants property, already I said in a determinant, for example, I am taking 2 by 2 determinant, 2 by 2 determinant, a plus x, b plus y, c, d. Means what? If each element is expressed as the sum of two terms, of course it is in the first column. In such a case, it can be splitting as the sum of two deaths. How? CD same, it is same. Okay, a plus x can be written as a plus x, just like that. Next, b plus y means it is b, it is y. So what I am telling that in the determinant properties determinants, if each element is expressed as the sum of two terms in a row or in a column, then it can be splitting as sum of two deaths. It is the basic. It is properties of determinants. Okay. Here you observe that C2 same in all determinants. Using that, question can be expressed as 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus and so on up to infinity. Next, this one 1 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 square, 9 means 3 square, plus and so on infinity. Next, C2 elements, in every determinant C2 elements are same. So it is 4, 3. So therefore, total this sum of infinite determinants is expressed as simply single determinant, like that. So that is equal to determinant of, and here clearly we see that T2 by T1 is equal to T3 by T2. Hence, it is a geometric progression. In geometric progression, sum of infinite terms means S infinity is equal to A divided by 1 minus R. Already I said this series geometric about geometric progression. Okay, so S infinity, it is 1, first term 1 by 1 minus R is what? 1 by 2. Here also 1 by 1 minus R is what? 1 by 3. Remaining 4. So that is equal to determinant of 1 minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2. 1 by 1 by 2, 2. 2, this is 4. 1 minus 1 by 3, 3 minus 1, 2 by 3, 3 by 2. This is 3 by 2, 3. So that is equal to AD through 2 is 6 minus 4 into 3 by 2. Again 2 2s are 4. That is equal to 6 minus 2 3 is 6. That is equal to 0. Hence, third option is right. Question. If A, B, C, D are positive and x belongs to any real number, one inequation is given that A square plus B square plus C square into x square minus 2 into AB plus BC plus CD into x plus B square plus C square plus D square less than or equal to 0. So that implies we can open this brackets A square into x square means AX whole square. Next it is AB minus 2BX 2B 2AB x 2AB x. Next plus B square plus B square. Okay, this is one set. Next plus this one B square into x square BX whole square. Next minus 2BCX plus C square. This is another set. Similarly this one C square into x square, CX whole square, CX whole square minus 2cdx plus d square less than or equal to 0. So therefore a square x square plus 2bx minus 2bx later this term. So okay, so that implies this can be written as ax minus b whole square plus similarly bx minus c whole square plus cx minus d whole square less than or equal to 0. So therefore actually this is a sum of the squares less than or equal to 0, but less than it is not possible. It is what I am telling that for example x square plus y square plus z square should not or never less than 0, because all of the squares, sum of the squares always positive. Hence which one is possible is equal to 0 is possible. Therefore ax minus b whole square plus bx minus c whole square plus cx minus d whole square equal to 0, because since something whole square plus something whole square plus something whole square should not less than 0, remember. Okay, so that implies it is possibly ax minus b equal to 0, bx minus c equal to 0, and cx minus d equal to 0. So that implies x equal to b by a, and here x equal to c by b, and here x equal to d by c. So therefore x equal to b by a that is equal to c by b that is equal to d by c. Okay, so therefore we are having b by a is equal to c by b equal to d by c. What does it mean? A comma b comma c comma d are in geometric progression. If a comma b comma c comma d are in GP, you can verify T2 by T1, okay, next T3 by T2, okay, next T4 by T3, okay. So that's a comma b comma c comma d are in geometric progression. When a comma b comma c comma d are in geometric progression, then their logarithmic value log a, log b, log c, and log d should be in arithmetic progression. What I am telling that if x comma y comma z are in GP geometric progression, then log x comma log y comma log z are must be in arithmetic progression. This is the formula. So therefore log a comma log b comma log c must be in arithmetic progression. You can ask me, sir, it is the determinant of something log a, log b, log c. What is the need of proving log a, log b, log c are in EP? Wait 1 minute, you come here. Actually 14 rows 14, 33, 65, 97. First let us consider the columns. 65 minus 33, how much? 2, 32. So difference is 32. Next 97 minus 65 is what? 32 same. Means what? In first column the elements are in arithmetic progression. Similarly in second column the elements are in AP. Therefore here we proved log A, log B, log C are in AP. So therefore C3 elements are in also arithmetic progression. Therefore clearly the elements in the columns are in or in AP, arithmetic progression. Hence, its value is equal to 0. Already I said either rows or columns are in arithmetic progression in a determinant, then its value is equal to 0. This is the shortcut. Finish.